You ever had somebody like itch your brain, somebody that was from your past, so you had to like check into what was going on? Well, I did that the other day. The gentleman's name was Don Shuford, and he was an elderly man. I knew him when I lived in Loganville, and my dealings with him was great. I don't remember how I met him exactly. I think it had something to do with some home renovations. I did quite a bit for him after that. A stair runner, painted multiple rooms. Whoo, loud. I live on a main road. You're gonna need to get that looked at, buddy. Well, Mr. Don was a very kind man. I fell on some pretty difficult times where my truck had stopped working, and out of nowhere he was like, "Well, heck, it can't be too much. We'll just get it done." Well, he did. I believe it was an ignition coil or something. I'm not a mechanic. I've never been a mechanic. I can do most things to your house, but I can't fix a car for anything. Maybe I could change the oil. Um, I'm sure I could get through it, but I don't know any working knowledge of cars. Well, the man did that for me, and we just had a good friendship, Mr. Shuford and I. He was a Jehovah's Witness, very devout Jehovah's Witness. We always talked about it. He always shared his faith with me. Not face, but he shared his faith with me. Very devout. One of my favorite stories he told is he had some kind of an operation. And he wouldn't budge on it because they don't do blood transfusions or something like that. I'm not sure. But his thing was, well, find me a surgeon that's good enough to do it where I'm not going to lose a bunch of blood. Does this not exist? And they're like, well, it sure does, but that's a risk. And he's like, well, not when you have the faith I do. Well, I mean, he was still there after that, so he apparently chose right. He was just a good man. I found out that he passed in 2020. I looked him up, and you can donate like a tree or something. I think that's pretty cool. You can plant a tree in his honor. He's just a good man, and he was a helpful man, and we didn't see eye to eye all the time, but he was just a good human being. One of the cutest things he would do is we'd go out and eat, like we'd eat at that Hardee's that was in Loganville, and he would always grab a couple extra ketchup and mustard, and he'd giggle, and every penny saved. He's a really good man, and I thought that I needed to share this memory for whatever reason. Don Shuford, the world needs more of you, that's for sure. I believe he passed in McKaysville. That's where we had moved him to. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spot on the side of a mountain. Thanks for everything you did, Don.